In a bustling city, where skyscrapers pierced the clouds and the rhythm of life beat like a relentless drum, lived a young man named Shang-Chi. He was bright-eyed and eager, but beneath his youthful optimism lay a subtle tremor of unease. The city's ceaseless energy, its endless demands, and the constant hum of ambition often left him feeling adrift, a small boat tossed on a tempestuous sea. One particularly chaotic morning, Shang-Chi found himself trapped in a crowded subway car. The air was thick with tension, commuters jostling for space, their faces etched with stress. A child wailed, a phone blared a tinny tune, and a heated argument erupted near the doors. Shang-Chi felt his heart race, a familiar wave of anxiety threatening to engulf him. He yearned for an escape, for a moment of silence and calm that seemed perpetually out of reach. Later that day, seeking refuge, Shang-Chi stumbled upon a small, unassuming Buddhist temple nestled between towering office buildings. Intrigued by the serene atmosphere that seemed to emanate from its ancient walls, he stepped inside. The air was cool and still, fragrant with incense. In the center of the main hall, an elderly monk sat in meditation, his face radiating a profound tranquility. Shang-Chi watched, mesmerized. Despite the faint sounds of the city outside, distant sirens, car horns, the monk remained utterly undisturbed. After some time, the monk opened his eyes, a gentle smile gracing his lips. Shang-Chi, emboldened by the monk's peaceful presence, approached him and confessed his struggles with the overwhelming chaos of his life. The monk listened patiently, his eyes full of compassion. "Young one," he began, his voice soft yet resonant, "the world outside will always be in motion, like the currents of a river. But your inner world, your true self, can be a still pond, reflecting the sky without ripples, even when the river rages." He then offered Shang-Chi a simple teaching, the practice of mindfulness. "Observe your breath," the monk instructed, "the gentle rise and fall of your chest. When your mind wanders, and it will, simply bring it back, without judgment, to the sensation of your breathing. This breath is your anchor, your refuge in the storm." Shang-Chi, though skeptical, decided to try. He sat cross-legged, closing his eyes, and focused on his breath. The city's sounds still penetrated the temple walls, but now they seemed distant, less intrusive. Days turned into weeks, and Shang-Chi made the temple his sanctuary. Each morning, before the city fully awoke, he would sit with the monk, practicing mindfulness. He learned to observe his thoughts and emotions as fleeting clouds in the sky, acknowledging their presence without being carried away by them. He began to see that true disturbance came not from external chaos, but from his reaction to it. One evening, a sudden torrential downpour struck the city. Thunder cracked, lightning illuminated the sky, and the wind howled like a banshee. Shang-Chi was caught in the midst of it, struggling through crowded streets, his umbrella useless against the gale. Yet this time, a peculiar calm settled over him. He felt the cold rain, heard the cacophony of the storm, but his inner anchor held fast. He continued his journey, one mindful step at a time, finding a surprising stillness within the tempest. The next morning, Shang-Chi returned to the temple, his heart overflowing with a quiet joy. He bowed deeply to the monk, expressing his profound gratitude. "Master," he whispered, "I found it. Even in the heart of the storm, I found the still pond." The monk nodded, his eyes sparkling with a knowing light. "You have learned the greatest secret, Shang-Chi. The world will always provide the wind and the rain, but you have built a house within that no storm can shake. This peace is not an escape from life, but the very foundation upon which you can truly live it." Shang-Chi returned to his life in the city, but he was no longer the same man. The subway was still crowded, the sirens still wailed, and the demands of his job remained high. Yet he moved through it all with a newfound grace and resilience. He became a beacon of calm in his workplace, his steady presence often diffusing the tension around him. He realized that being undisturbed didn't mean being indifferent. It meant being so deeply rooted in the present moment that the chaos of the world could only brush against him like a harmless breeze. Shang-Chi had found his center, and in doing so, he had finally learned to truly dance with the rhythm of the city.